Morning, Ryan. You did some really good work. I think you understand it. If you want me to send a few more examples for you to practice, then we can. But I think in your case, it's quite fine if we just carry on. So with your first analysis of Carl, everything was perfect. So I'm not going to go over that with you. I gave you 100% for that, and I will forward you a marking sheet on your and a class mark on your work you sent to me. So Carl was perfect. I found no problem there at all. Here with Len, okay, I had to take some marks off because you can't have a push. I accepted your ball flight of push slice because I believe that he's on plane here and I don't think he's flat. Okay, but I know that over here he's a little bit too steep. So with a longer club, his path is going to be out to in, so he's going to start slicing it. But obviously with a shorter club, all you can see is this. And you put down push for your one ball flight. And if the flight was going to be a push, the shaft's going to be lying a lot more here. It's going to be a little bit more under his elbow. Okay, so push slice I can accept because you can hit a push slice from any path, but I can't accept a push because I don't believe he's swinging too far into out here. Even going through, you can start seeing the club disappears here quite quickly. Okay, so with the longer clubs, I think you'll see that the path's going to be going out to in. I like very much how you did the matrix though. I like that you ticked face and speed for the laws. I like that you tick grip and setup, and I thought your diagnosis, your action, and your homework was excellent with him. So just unfortunately the plane or the path is very, very important. So I could only give you 75% for this one. Alright, and then this one was difficult, and it's maybe also difficult because I can't play you the videos in time. As soon as I push the space bar, my video or my talk over stops. So it's we're working through this the best we can. Alright, and now if we look at the next guy, Mike. Okay, let me just find him. Right, there he is. Okay. Alright, so this Mike here, you ticked again. You ticked good boxes. Okay, and you speak about the path. Okay, okay. So let's go over what you right from the beginning. Okay, so you talk about an in to out swing path. Sorry, let's start right from the beginning. Okay, sorry, delete whatever I said. Let's put him on target line. Okay, so your analysis here is that he also hits a push and a push slice. Okay, so he's on plane. Okay. So over here is a little flat. So I'll give to you that the path is in to out. Okay, and that you can hit a push or a push slice. All right, I'll give you that marks over there. Okay, but he can't hit a. Yeah. Okay, so I'll give you that. You can hit a push or a push slice from there, and even a draw if the path is in to out. Okay. But then in your markings, okay, you push, in your matrix you tick path and angle of approach. Okay. Now you told me your angle of approach is steep, but if you're telling me the path is into out, then we've got a discrepancy here because an into out path will automatically flatten the plane. Okay, so I can't agree with the steepness, even though I do agree that you need to work on his path. Because yes, he is too flat, way too flat here. The plane is too flat there, and then here is a little steep, yes. And then he brings it back to, we can call it square, or you can call it a little flat, just what you want. Okay, but over here he's steepened out a little bit again. So path and angle of approach is correct, okay, except your angle of approach is not necessarily steep. And then that you're working on the plane and the timing, those two ticks were excellent, because yes, I very agree with you, his timing needs to be excellent, his hand timing needs to be perfect to execute the shot. Okay, so from this side, this is why I asked you why I thought he was steep. Why you thought he was steep. Now I understand why you thought he was steep, but I'm not so sure that you're on the right track there. Yes, the ball position is a little bit back. I thought maybe that's why you thought it was steep. But if you look at this video here, his dynamic angle of approach is actually very shallow. Look how he flips it out there at the bottom. Okay, so it's actually a very shallow angle of approach. Again, probably in the video you couldn't see it as well as what you do now that I sent you, because again I can't play it real time and I have to split the screen. But I hope you understand that this is actually a very shallow angle of approach. So remember, steep angle of approach, yes, will give you an out to in swing path, and then a shallow angle of approach and in to out swing path. So you must just make sure that in your diagram or in your matrix you don't contradict yourself. Okay, again, your action was good. Your diagnosis, you again contradict yourself there, because you say it's an in to out path and it's actually an out to in path, or an into square to in path. I also do believe that looking at this chap here, I really do believe that you can see his grip is really, really weak. And I think if I was doing the matrix, and if I was coaching the student, I would definitely change his grip first. So remember, your fault finding sequence is always alignment, grip, setup. Okay, so try and keep going with that. And in your assignment, you also want to make sure that you start with the fault finding sequence of either alignment first or grip first, and then setup. Okay, so I hope you understand what we've gone over here. If you don't, just give me a buzz and I'll do another video for you.